Hi, and thanks for watching. In this video, we're going to review some of the best free keyword research tools and methods. And then we're going to actually go and pick a niche and see if we can find 50 good keywords to help us launch a new business. So rather than just, list a bunch of tools, let's actually do some work and see if we can find some good keywords with these free tools and methods. So let's get started. So I'm jumping in here and interrupting this introduction. You got to watch this video. The very first free keyword research method that we use, I find a keyword that has only one other result on the entire web. So if I were to start a website in this niche, this is the very first keyword I would target. It literally just has one other page on the entire internet that is targeting this specific keyword. So you got to watch and check out that very first free method that we cover in this video. Okay, so here are the free tools that we're going to use in this tutorial. Again, we're going to pick a niche and actually find a list of keywords and do some real research. So the first tool, ChatGPT, you've probably heard of it. It's the AI tool that is going to help us find some keywords. We're going to look at Google's keyword tool, so the Google Keyword Planner. There is a keyword tool called Keywords Everywhere, which is an extension on your internet browser. It's an add-on that you add to Firefox or Chrome. Keyword Sheeter, that's a keyword tool that is just gonna, give you a whole bunch of keywords when you plug it in, when you plug a seed word into that tool. And then Ahrefs has a few free tools that I want to highlight for you. And then there's a cool website called Answer the Public. Now, those are some tools, and there's also some actual methods, like some research methods that you can do to find some really good keywords that sometimes, you might not find when you're using a tool. And these are, visiting frequently asked questions pages. This is really good, especially when you find products that you're going to promote on your website. Sometimes the manufacturer or the vendor or the or the company whose products you are promoting as an affiliate, they might have a list of frequently asked questions that their customers always ask. You might want to find those keywords and create good in-depth articles about them, and you can really find some easy winnable keywords this way. Forums, Wikipedia, Reddit, and then search suggest. So basically search suggest is when you're on Google, Google's going to give you a whole bunch of keywords, and you basically don't even need a tool when you can just find a lot of keywords from Google for free. So why don't we start here with the free methods, and then we'll jump over to the tools. Now, for this tutorial, we wanted to actually pick a niche. And in a previous video, I talked about how to choose your niche, and we talked about, choosing something you're really passionate about or that you have interest in or that you have experience in. And I did a brainstorming exercise. And in that exercise, I came up with stocks, golf, puppy, gardening, and cigars. So what we'd want to do with that niche is we'd want to niche it down. So we'd want to move from category to specific market, specific customer, and specific pain points. And we did that in the puppy niche. So we went from relationships to pets, dog owners, and then to French bulldog owners. So if you haven't watched that video, it's in the description of this one. I highly recommend it. So this would be a good niche for me potentially to start researching for some keywords and evaluating it and seeing if I want to start a business about it, because I have a French bulldog. I am a French bulldog owner, and I have experience. I have passion and interest. I've got this dog who's 2 years old now, who is basically a Velcro dog that follows us everywhere. We've done research on his food, his diet, training, all that kind of stuff. So I have experience in this niche. And when we go and find keywords like we're going to do right now, I'll be able to tell, I can look at a keyword and logically understand if that's going to be something good for the website, if it could potentially make money. In my head, I'm already thinking, if I had a website about this, I'd have lead magnets about, top 5 treats for your dog, and people can download that. And then I can follow up with email and send them emails about organic dog food or pet insurance and so on. So I've already got some good ideas when I'm researching this keyword because it's something I'm interested in, passionate about, and I have experience. So those tend to be the best niches to start with when you are a beginner. So go ahead and make sure you watch that video about choosing your niche. So it's important when you're doing keyword research, that you are researching keywords in a niche that you know something about. Obviously, you don't need to, but it is helpful, especially when you are a beginner. Okay, let's move on and not get too distracted here. So let's first jump over and do some of the free methods. And one I want to show you right away is Reddit. So you can go to Reddit And I personally don't use Reddit a lot, but it can be good to find some really good keywords that some tools won't be able to show you. And again, all these methods, some of them will work for your niche, some of them just won't work. We'll see here the Wikipedia one won't really work well for this niche, but it's worth trying. And again, it's all for free. So you go to French Bulldogs. So this is a subreddit, French Bulldogs. And what you can just search here is some things associated with the niche. So I'm just going to search food, and we'll see what comes up. And now what we can do is we can sort these Reddit posts based on hot, top, new, and most comments. So if we click on most comments, we can see here, this first one says, best dry food for sensitive Frenchies. So there you can see that's a keyword right there. It's got something like 185 comments about it. It's a popular topic on Reddit. So if we were to just take this keyword and we can copy that, and if we have a list going here, and we can edit, paste without formatting. For me, when I'm doing keyword research, it tends to be quite messy. I just have a document and I just throw everything in there, and then we'll clean it up at the end of this tutorial. But here's a keyword, so we'll throw it in our list, but let's actually go and check this keyword on Google. And I want to show you this prompt that you can do to find out, how difficult this might be, or if it's a very popular keyword. And what you want to do is you type in all in title, colon, and you plug that in, and we press enter. And here we can see there's only one result that actually has this keyword. So it's a long tail keyword, it's a long sentence here in the title, and that's the Reddit thread that we were just on. So if I were to start my business or start my website about this topic, this is definitely an article that I would want to publish right away. It's a long tail keyword. There's only one other result that on the whole internet that has this in the title, and it's the exact one that we found. So another way that you can do this is you can type in all in URL, and there you can see how many pages are optimized for this. So how many pages on the internet have best dry food for sensitive Frenchies in the URL, and you can see that there are 0. So no results. So if you had a website about French Bulldogs and you published this, you would get to the first pages of Google relatively quickly. So this is a great keyword that we'd want to throw in our list. And we found this by going to Reddit and just searching those threads. So really, really easy to do. And you can find some great keywords there. And using that prompt, all in title or all in URL, will kind of tell you how competitive it is when you don't have any data on the keyword. So next we can go to Wikipedia. And I'm going to just try and do these quickly so this video doesn't get on too long. Again, if you are a beginner and you're learning about keyword research or learning about how to make money online with your website and affiliate marketing, I do have a full advanced free training course. You can find that in the links to that in the description of this video. I've got a 5-step blueprint that you can download, and you can get some more advanced training here. I know we're kind of rushing, but we've got a lot to do and get through here. So Wikipedia, we'll type in French Bulldog, and sometimes Wikipedia is not good for this, but what you can find sometimes is some good things that you might want to cover on your website. So you might want to talk about the history. You might want to talk about different breeds and clubs, the temperament, health, and so on. So I'm going to show you a better way to do this, but sometimes Wikipedia can almost give you like an outline for what you should cover on your website. So for this particular one, it didn't work, but I would suggest you give it a shot. Now you can also, what we can do for some free other research methods would be forums. So you can type in something like French Bulldog forum. And the same way we did on Reddit, we would want to come to forums, and there's a whole bunch, go to all of them and try to find some topics that are trending or that have had a lot of responses. And you might be able to just find out that, a lot of people are talking about this certain thing in this niche, and that would be a good idea for an article or a good keyword for your website. So, French Bulldog FAQs, that could be good. Your French Bulldog's health. So maybe there's something here that has a lot of views, this particular one. And again, you're just going to have to dig in and find something. Rusty's ear, any advice? So maybe French Bulldogs have a lot of problems with their ears, and that would be a good topic or a good good keyword that you can use for your website. So come to forums. Again, sometimes these take a little bit of time to dig in and do the research. We want to move on to the next ones, but forums are a good way to find some trending or some topics that are really popular that you might be able to find some good keywords with. The other one that we looked at here would be Reddit. We did that, Wikipedia, forums. So frequently asked question pages. So basically you can come to Google and you just type in something like French Bulldog FAQ. And you're going to find some websites that actually list a lot of frequently asked questions about this particular dog breed, for example, or about the product or whatever niche that you're in. And you might want to just highlight this and throw it into your list of keywords that we're researching here. So we'll paste without formatting. And that's something that you want to come back and actually review and see if you can pull any good keywords from a list of frequently asked questions about your topic. So what this actually also works well for is if you have a certain product that you're researching in your niche, or that you're going to be an affiliate for, you can often go to the brand's website or their frequently asked questions section, and you can see what questions customers have been asking, and you can create articles about that. So I'll show you really quickly one that might not be for this niche, but it's just a good example. Unicore is a product, an in-home golf simulator, and I have installed one of these in my home. And basically it's the software that allows you to play golf on a big screen in your home. And there are some frequently asked questions that you can come and see here. So we're on the brand Unicore's website here, the FAQ section. And from this, you might be able to pull some good keywords that a lot of people are asking about this particular product. So one that I keep seeing is, what PC requirements are needed for running this. So, a good keyword might be, you might, search something like, what's the best PC for indoor golf simulators? So this could be a really good keyword that we found by going to the FAQ section of a particular product. And if we just did the all-in title for this, and you can see that there aren't any articles that have this exact keyword or this exact phrase in the title. That could be a good one for us to target. So FAQ sections are going to be really, really good. Okay, so those are the methods. Again, sometimes they're going to work for your niche, sometimes they won't, but you can kind of review these and try them out and do some digging and do some research, spend some time actually, digging deep into Reddit, digging deep into various forums, and you might find some really good keywords. Now, the other one there is just Google Suggest. And, all we need to do is type in something like, best food for French Bulldogs. And what we can do is Google's going to give us a whole bunch of people also asked questions. So if we can just open this first one and you just keep opening them, and you can see that right now we have other questions related to that could be good keywords. So we search best food for French Bulldogs. Is wet or dry food better for French Bulldogs? That could be something that we write about on our website. What food should French Bulldogs avoid? So, you can create a list of bad foods that, Frenchies should avoid. How often do I bathe my French Bulldog? What can French Bulldogs drink besides water? So you can highlight these, and these are all, great questions that you might want to include in your keyword research. And now we're building a big list, and basically we just went to Google and Google suggested these. And if we click on one of these and we sort of you can take this one, how often do I bathe French Bulldogs, and basically you can just continuously go and finding more keywords based on what Google is suggesting. So open up all these, and then we've got more and more. Should I wipe my dog's bum? You might want to, some French Bulldogs, they've got short little tails. Their bodies aren't great for that mechanism, and people struggle with that. So you can, give advice regarding that. How often do you bathe it? Can you bathe a French Bulldog every week? And so on. So you can kind of get into a rabbit hole of asking Google questions and seeing what they suggest. People also ask. You can copy and paste those and kind of look through them and decide whether those are going to be good for your particular website. Now, you can also do things like having Google continue, almost finish your sentence as you're typing in a keyword into Google. So for Google Suggest, you can just type in French Bulldog or whatever keyword you have, and then you just hit the letter A, and then it's going to show you all these suggestions that Google is giving you. So French Bulldog allergies, French Bulldog and Boston Terrier mix, comparing those two dogs. If we did B, French Bulldog breeders, breathing problems, there is potentially a good keyword there. French Bulldog embarking, French Bulldog, the letter C, clothes, Christmas ornaments. You might want to, offer those on your website. French Bulldog D, and again, their diet, their core, drooling, so issues with drooling. So again, you can take a screenshot of that and you can plug those into your list and so on. So Google is going to suggest a lot of keywords, and you can basically just continuously do various searches like this, various prompts, and so on. So a lot of keywords work well when you do the best X for Y. So it might not work well for bulldogs, but like say cigar, it was like your best cigars for, and then a wedding, aging, a beginner, B for beginners, for birthday gifts, and so on. So best X for, if you can kind of use that in your niche, then Google's going to give you a whole bunch of keywords that you can just take a screenshot and plug them into your list. Okay, so let's jump back to the free methods now. So we're going to start with ChatGPT. And ChatGPT, you can go to openai.com. You can use this for free. And basically what we can ask it is, please give me a list of keywords for a website about French bulldogs. And what you'll notice is that they're going to give you a list of keywords, but I'm going to show you a prompt that's going to actually be better to use for ChatGPT. So you can see here we've got French Bulldog, French Bulldog puppies, French Bulldog rescue, adoption, and so on. And we can basically just say keep going, and they can keep giving us keywords that have the word French Bulldog in them. And these are 25 good ones that we can just copy and come over here, and we can paste them in, and we can again sort this later. But a better way to use this is you can say, I'm building a website about French Bulldogs. Can you give me content topics that I should cover on my informational website about Frenchies? So I've found that this is actually a better use of ChatGPT, because they're going to tell you all the different content topics that you can have. And then within those topics, you can go and try and find and research keywords regarding these sort of like sections of your website. And again, if you're kind of confused or you don't really have a really good grasp on how to set your whole website up with your various sections and pages and everything like that, certainly jump on to the free course that we have below this video, and it kind of goes through the best way to set up your website for affiliate marketing if you're sort of a beginner and you're sort of new to all of this stuff. So here you can see introduction to French Bulldogs. That might be a content topic we want to cover. Physical characteristics, health and nutrition, grooming stuff, common health issues, accessories and products. So, doing affiliate marketing, we can recommend toys, foods, and all that kind of stuff. So what we can do here is I'll just highlight all this and go to our list of keywords, and we'll paste it in. And afterwards, I can kind of go through and clean that up. And now I've almost got a structure of how I want to organize the content on my website. So ChatGPT is really, really good for that. So the next one we want to look at is the keyword tool from Google. And I know we're rushing through this, but you can stop the video, and below this, I'm going to have all the links to all these different tools that we are using in the description here. I do have a video that shows you how to actually set up a Google account. You can use this for free, but you do need to actually, go and register for a free account. So I have a prior video that shows you how to do all that. Here, basically, the keyword planner is going to allow us to discover new keywords, or we can plug a whole bunch of keywords in and get their estimated search volumes. And then you can also research website and see what keywords they are ranking for. So for this one, I want to just show you, you come to discover new keywords, type in French Bulldog and hit get results. And now we're going to get a list of keywords. And the good thing about this tool is you do get a rough estimate of the search volume. So it's very sort of 1,000 to 10,000, but it's better than no data at all. And then basically here you can export this file and you can go through and just find some good keywords that you can just copy and paste into your list that you have going, or you can just download them and go through all of them. And you might be able to find some good ones here. French Bulldog breeders and so on. So they've showed you some things, and then if you find some good keywords here, you can also take them and you can add in something like French Bulldog exercise. So if we saw that one in the results, and now we can find keywords that have French Bulldog exercises in them, and say, we've got one right here. It says how much exercise for a French Bulldog. That's a good keyword, and I know that was something that as a French Bulldog owner, we were wondering too, like how much exercise does this little dog need? Edit, paste without formatting. So there's another good article there. And again, you want to just dive deeply into the list, export it, and look, go through all the keywords and find the ones that make sense, add them to your list. So that's a keyword planner. And we're going to come back to this because I'll show you what we can do when we use another tool in our list. And that's this one, Keyword Sheeter. So what you can do is basically this one, you plug in a keyword, French Bulldog, and it's going to give you a whole list of keywords that have French Bulldog in them. Okay, so it said it's done. Let's try it again. I have to reload this. So when you plug this in, it's going to basically spit out a whole bunch of keywords. And what you can do is, I'm just going to stop it now. You can see that French Bulldog temperament, that could be one that we want to cover on our website. French Bulldog average lifespan, average weight, so that's good informational keywords we can talk about. Accessories, so there's a good monetization one there. And basically you can take this, you can highlight it, you can come back to the keyword planner, and now you can click on get search volume and forecast, and we can plug that in there and hit get started. And now Google's going to give you an estimated search volume for some of these keywords. So French Bulldogs, is the largest search volume naturally, but then French Bulldogs accessories, that's another good one. French Bulldog adoption, and so on. So all those keywords, now you can have some data points on them. So that is a good tool, Keyword Sheeter, and basically it's just going to spit out a whole bunch of keywords that have whatever keyword in there that you prompt. So we wrote French Bulldog, so it's going to give you keywords that have that term in it. So that's another really good one. Okay, so Keywords Everywhere is a tool that is an add-on to your internet browser. So I have a video that explains exactly how to set this up, and I'll have that link in the YouTube description. But here we can see that I have this set up in my browser, and if I just click on this little icon here, and I can turn Keywords Everywhere on. So now when I go to Google and I type in a search like, French Bulldog treats, this browser extension is going to give me some added information right here in Google. So you can see on the right-hand column here, we've got SEO difficulty. So it gives you a score on what it thinks the difficulty of this particular keyword is, French Bulldog treats. And if we scroll down here, we've got some trending data over the last few months, and then we've got some related keywords. So homemade treats for French Bulldogs, that's a good keyword that we might be able to target. Treats for French Bulldogs puppies, so puppy related things, best training treats, and so on. So what we can do, we can copy and paste those into the list we have going, but we can also just export them very easily here as well. And then the other thing is, when you are actually analyzing some of the websites that currently rank for this, you can get some feedback right away. So one that popular metric that people like to look at is this thing called DA, domain authority. And what you really want to try to find is that you don't have every single keyword that you're targeting has a DA, over 50 or something. So if you can find some DA 30 or 20 that are ranking for this, then that's a great sign. So here we've got, bulldogology.net, and that has a MOSDA or domain authority of just 21 out of 100, and it's ranking number 2 for this term. So that's a good indication that, this is probably not too competitive, and we should definitely include it on our website. It's monetizable, and we would definitely want to make a page about Bulldog treats, list treats, and have affiliate offers, and we can probably easily rank that on the first page of Google. So keywords everywhere. It is free. If you want to do some more in-depth research with the tool, they do offer sort of credits to be able to do some more advanced research with it, but it's very cheap. It's like $10 a month or something very cheap like that. So again, to learn how to set this up, check out the video that I already have posted, the tutorial that goes into more in-depth information about this tool. Moving on quickly here, we've got Answer the Public. This used to be free. It still is free, but you just need to sign up for an account when you're using it. And basically you just plug in French Bulldog and you're going to get a whole bunch of questions, prepositions, comparisons, and related terms. And sometimes they give you like a flywheel here if this is still loading. Good. Yeah, so sometimes this is a cool way to view it. You can see, estimated search volume for all of these. And then we've got some questions here. Are French Bulldogs born with tails? How French Bulldogs are bred? Where to stud my French Bulldog, and so on. So basically you can export this if you sign up for an account. You can also just view it as data. So here are, we're under questions. So are French Bulldogs hypoallergenic? That's a popular keyword. That's certainly one you're going to want to copy and paste into your list of keywords. That's very important. People are wondering that when they're buying a French Bulldog. So can French Bulldogs eat bananas? Can French Bulldogs eat carrots? Those are common questions people ask about their French Bulldogs. We want to create articles and information about that, how French Bulldogs were made. So Answer the Public nicely sorts all these out: what, when, where, where is, or when French Bulldogs are full grown. That's a common question, and so on. So Answer the Public, really good. If you sign up for an account, you can export all this as well, and then sort it into your own list. Okay, the last thing I want to show you is Ahrefs has a free keyword generator as well. So if we type in French Bulldog into this and click Find Keywords, verify you're human, and Ahrefs is going to give us some keywords as well. And what's good about Ahrefs is it also gives you a little bit of extra data here. So we can understand that they've got this thing called KD. It's the keyword difficulty. It's just a score telling you from 1 to 100 how difficult it would be to rank on the first page of Google based on the amount of backlinks the top websites have for those particular keywords. So obviously French Bulldog, that's a big term. It's going to be difficult to rank for, but blue French Bulldog is less difficult according to Ahrefs. And so on. So basically, you can kind of look at these. You can copy and paste them into your spreadsheet here. They offer some questions as well. How much is a French Bulldog? So that's a pretty good keyword to cover. It's popular. How much is a puppy? When do French Bulldogs stop growing? That's low difficulty. That could be a one that we'd want to cover on our website. How many puppies can a French Bulldog have? Another good informational one, how to breed them, and so on. So this is a pretty good free keyword tool, and you can basically come to ahrefs.com and you scroll down to the very bottom, and this is where you can find this free SEO tools. And this is the one we were just at. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm just going to go back to my list of keywords and clean it up a little bit and go through some of the things that we went through. And then we'll come back and see the type of keywords that I found just doing these little things off camera, just so this video doesn't run on too long. And then we can kind of review this list and see if it's a good list that we can start to actually look into actually continuing with this business, or you might have to, reevaluate and find another niche if these keywords sort of aren't that great. Okay, so here is the list of keywords that I have come up with. I've just gone ahead and cleaned up the list, and I really didn't do any additional research apart from the methods and tools that we highlighted in the video, and I have well over 50 pretty good keywords here. So ChatGPT allowed me to kind of space out these content areas. So I've got, introduction to French Bulldogs, and here's some keywords you might want to target on our website: Bulldog history, care, facts, colors, and so on. The next category, physical characteristics. So we've got some questions. Are French Bulldogs hypoallergenic? That's an important one. Their size, lifespan, breed standards, and so on. Ears down. So our French Bulldog has their ears down. That's uncommon, but a lot of people ask about it. Temperament. So temperament test, behavior, energy levels, and so on. Health and nutrition is going to be a big one. Bulldog treats, French Bulldog treats. Food, best chew treats, best dry food for sensitive Frenchies. That's the one where we found there's no pages that are actually targeting this keyword, so we'd want to do that one for sure. Is wet food better than dry food, and so on. So there's questions about that and keywords regarding that. Grooming and care. How often you have to bathe your French Bulldog. Training and exercise. How much exercise does a French Bulldog needs? What are some good toys? So this is some things that we can potentially monetize right there. Best training treats, that's going to be monetizable as well. Treats for puppies, French Bulldog puppies in general. Some accessories and product keywords. Christmas ornament, that came up. Harnesses, clothes. So those are other things we can be affiliate partners for. And then I went back to ChatGPT and I just said, give me some common questions that people ask about French Bulldogs, and it came up with so many good ones. I know this niche because I'm in this niche. I have a French Bulldog, so I know that these questions are legit because I've asked many of them myself. Now, it just took me about 20 minutes to come up with these keywords. You would want to research keywords for a couple days, dive deep into it, but you can see how effective it is just to do free keyword research on your specific niche. Now, what's important is that you do find a niche that you are interested in, passionate about, and you have some experience in. I've said that many times throughout this video, but what's important is that all these keywords, I can personally take the keyword and write an article that is unique, that has a story behind it, has my own unique experiences. And in this world of AI content that we are sort of coming into here in 2023, I know that I can create unique content that people are going to want to visit and learn about because it is a unique experience for them. I tell my own story. I have my own perspective on it. I have real experiences. So, how much should a French Bulldog eat per day? I can tell exactly how our dog Gus eats, exactly what he eats. Best way to train a French Bulldog, I can tell them about my personal experiences training Gus. He is not trainable at all. How much exercise does he need? Are they good with children? We have a 6-month-old baby now, and Gus is an amazing dog for children. So I can tell them about Gus and our son Max. I can show pictures and so on. So the fact that I am interested in this, I have a niche and I have experience, I can tell stories, I can be unique, and this is the type of website that people are going to want to visit. I'm going to gain traffic and I can offer them affiliate products and I can earn commission. So that's really what you want to sort of strive for in this new age of AI content. If you don't want to use AI content, then you need your own unique stories, personal experiences, and this is a niche that I personally could work with because I can write content about all of these keywords and based on my own personal experience, and I can funnel in stories to them. I can show them my dog, and so on. So I'll have this below in the YouTube description if you want to kind of look it over. Now, two major problems that come up when you're doing keyword research, and specifically when you're using free methods and tools. Firstly, if you're not finding enough good keywords, it could be a sign that your niche isn't that good. And remember, keyword research, you're supposed to do that when you evaluate a niche before you go and launch a new website and a new business. Now, also, what you don't get with these free tools is an accurate estimate of how much search volume a keyword gets or how competitive it might be. So if you want to learn how to find a better niche or learn some more advanced keyword research tools, then click on the screen and watch those videos now. I will see you in the next one.